Sapiens tells the story of how ordinary apes evolved into the most dominant species on Earth. Yuval Noah Harari guides us through 70,000 years of human history, showing that our success did not come from strength, speed, or size, but from imagination. It begins with the cognitive revolution around 70,000 years ago. Something shifted in the human brain. Sapiens developed advanced language, creativity, and the ability to share stories. This allowed small tribes to unite behind shared ideas, spirits, rules, values, purpose. Other species could communicate, but only humans could create fiction and convince millions to follow it. This shared imagination became humanity's greatest superpower, giving sapiens an advantage over Neanderthals. Next came the agricultural revolution, about 12,000 years ago. Humans stopped roaming and began farming, believing it would bring stability and abundance. Populations grew, food production increased, and villages developed into towns. But farming required intense labor, produced less diverse diets, spread disease, and created rigid social hierarchies. People traded freedom for security. The revolution reshaped human identity, binding people to fields, rules, and roles that defined generations. As populations expanded further, humans faced the challenge of cooperation beyond small tribes. This led to the unification of humankind through shared systems, money, religions, laws, and empires. These imagined realities allowed millions of strangers to trust one another and collaborate. Harari explains that money, for example, functions because everyone believes in it. Similarly, religions and legal codes connected people across distances. These systems enabled unprecedented growth, but also justified conquest, slavery, and exploitation. Finally, the scientific revolution, beginning about 500 years ago, changed everything. Science accelerated discovery, technology reshaped societies, and medicine extended life. Humans gained extraordinary power to manipulate the environment, economies, and even biological life itself. Industry, capitalism, and innovation drove progress, but also caused environmental damage and inequality. Sapiens is not merely a history book, it is a mirror. It invites us to recognize the roots of many behaviors, beliefs, and systems we take for granted, from money and nations to human rights and consumerism. The book reveals that much of what we consider natural is in fact a recent human invention. Understanding this allows us to see our societies not as fixed realities, but as stories which can also be questioned, adapted, or replaced.